Hey guys, it's Alice again. Welcome to yet another university related video. So this video is actually in partnership with Glide. You guys know that I've been working closely with Glide over the past few months, so they asked me to do another university video and I know how much you guys enjoy these, so let's get straight into the video. So basically I'm just going to tell you the things that you'll need with you when you move to university, things you might not have thought about, and just any little extras that might make it a nicer day. Tip number one is one that I definitely still really need to learn from, is you don't need to pack everything. You don't need your entire wardrobe, you don't need all your shoes, your handbags, anything like that. You just don't need it. You won't end up using it. What I'd say is to try and pack for seasons. So if you're going in September, which you'll most likely be doing, pack for kind of autumn, winter season, because then when you go back home to visit your parents, you can kind of switch out your clothes and just pack for the seasons. My next tip is to take some home cooked frozen meals. So if you have a particular dish that you always eat in your hometown, in your house, get your mum or your dad or whoever you live with to cook that up for you, put it in a little dish and freeze it. That means in those first couple of weeks at uni, when you're just trying to find your feet, you're feeling a bit homesick, you can just chuck that frozen meal in the microwave or the oven, warm it up, and you'll feel right back at home. I actually also buy frozen vegetables, so you can get chopped peppers, chopped onions, sweet corn, loads of different vegetables that are really good to kind of bulk out various meals, but I know I found that I didn't eat them fast enough to buy fresh vegetables. So what I did was buy frozen pre-cut stuff, and then when I am cooking I'll just chuck a handful of it frozen, and it kind of defrosts as it's cooking. Means you're being a bit healthier, but you're also not wasting the veg that you won't be eating. So for moving in day, I'd definitely recommend labeling everything. So if you have things in different boxes and you've got a couple of friends and family helping you out moving in, label it all so they know where to take it. So if one particular box has just got all your utensils, pots and pans, things like that, just label it as the kitchen box, and then it can be put straight in the kitchen, and hopefully it'll make unpacking a little bit more strategic and not go as long, because I don't know about you guys, but I really hate unpacking. Trying to find a place for everything is frustrating, and any little help I can get, I need. Talking about things you need in the kitchen, I'd definitely recommend only buying 2 of each bit of crockery. So 2 large plates, 2 small plates, 2 bowls, 2 mugs, just 2 of everything. There's only 1 of you, and if everyone in your flat brings 4 of everything, you're going to struggle being able to store them all, and it also means you're going to have more washing up to do, which is never fun. So if you just buy 2 of everything and then a handful of cheap cutlery, you won't be too worried if the cutlery goes missing, because that always happens, and you're going to save some space to buy some more food, which, you know, we always like. Something that you don't need to buy for your kitchen initially is a kettle or a toaster, any kind of appliance. I'd recommend not buying them straight away, because someone in your flat probably will have already bought some, and you don't want to end up with 4 kettles and 4 toasters. So all I'd say is just don't take one with you, and if you get there on the first day and you realise that you don't actually have one as a flat, if you all just chuck a couple of quid in together, you can go down to the local supermarket and just buy yourself a cheap one, and then you're happy. That's you sorted for the year. Another one that isn't as fun is to keep your documents together. So if you need your tenancy agreement, maybe your passport or driving license, your acceptance letter from university, just gather all those things, check what it is that you'll need on the day, put them all in a clear plastic wallet and put them on the top of your backpack, so you don't have to rummage through your packing things to try and find the details that you'll need to get into your flat or your house initially. You'll have them all at hand. And that also brings me on to making sure you know what is provided already. So whether you're moving into halls or a house, you need to check what's already there. Some halls come with bedding, some houses have extra bits of furniture that you didn't realise, some houses don't have all-inclusive bills, so you'll have to sort that out between your friends. And yeah, you're just going to have a lot of things that you didn't really think about. So have a look at all the information that you're given, make sure you've got everything that you need, and make sure you know what you need to do when you move in there. So as a nice little segue from that last point, I thought I would talk to you about Glide. Glide. So as you know, as I said at the beginning, this video is in partnership with Glide, and they are actually a student bills company. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking me how I dealt with bills in a shared house, how it all works, what on earth you're gonna do. So Glide are actually here to help you guys out. So basically, Glide can do all the hard work for you. They source your gas company, your electric, your water, your internet. They source everything for you. They group it all together and then divide it by how many people live in your house. It basically means that there isn't just going to be one person responsible for chasing everyone for each bit of money. Glide do all that for you. You're only responsible for your own bill, which will take off a lot of the stress. It just basically means that you're going to have one bill every single month that's evenly split between everyone. You're all responsible for your own payments. If someone misses a payment, it's not your job to chase it, it's Glide's job. So they're just making your life a little bit easier, and they wanted me to let you guys know that they have such a good service. This was actually created by students. The CEOs of the company were students and found this issue, and they've found a solution. So I'm going to leave a link in the top line of my description so you can go over and sign up for some more information. The people at Glide are so lovely. Any questions you have, they will answer. I've met them all. We went to their office, had a little tour, love them a lot. So if you're a bit worried about the bills situation in your new house, just get in touch with those guys and they'll be able to sort you out. Another thing that is actually super helpful when you first move into your halls or your house is to find your housemates before you move in. So I know my university had Facebook groups and different platforms where I could post where I was staying and what room number I was in and find my flatmates, and that just helped ease the nerves a little bit. We'd already made a connection online before we met on the first day, and it just kind of it helps you because you're all in the same position. You can all talk about how you're feeling, whether you're nervous, what kind of things you're into. You just get a bit of a vibe for everyone. So on moving in day, it's really, really important to complete the inventory form. Again, this isn't very fun, but it'll help you out in the long run. So you'll probably get a list of all the things that should be in your room. You can check for any dents or scrapes on the wall, mark them down, so when you leave in the year after, you aren't the one that's responsible for it. That was already there before you got there. I'd also recommend taking some photos as well, so if there are any scratches or anything that were there when you arrived, take photos of it, so then you've obviously got the date and the time, and you can prove that that wasn't you, that was already there, and then fingers crossed you'll get your deposit back when you actually leave that flat. And a last few little tips that I thought would just make the experience a little bit more enjoyable. Just leave those little bits and bobs that you can buy in your university city until you get there. So it will be a nice little house outing for you all to go out and do your first food shop or get those little bits and bobs that you've not really thought about. You can all go out together and use that as a little bonding experience. I'd also recommend taking some straws, preferably paper straws that can be recycled, because everyone always needs a straw before you're going out and you'll be like the top housemate for having them. So take some straws, make sure you've got your alcohol or soft drink of choice with you so you don't have to rush out to the shop last minute, so you're prepared for those first few weeks of freshers. And the final couple of things that also will go down super well is a pack of cards so you can play various card games, and also a portable speaker, because even though you might think someone else will have taken one, you can never have too many. It'll be nice to keep in your bedroom throughout the year. Take a portable speaker and it'll be really, really good for pre-drinks. So hopefully those little tips have helped you out. Like I said, I will leave the link to Glide in the top line of my description so you can go and check them out if you are worried about your student bills. But other than that, that's it. So if you have anything else that you think I've missed, any tips that you think people watching this video might find useful, let us know down in the comments below. We'll have a little conversation. Let's help each other out. So I will see you very, very soon for another video, and yeah, bye. Weirdest ending ever.